Hello, welcome Unique Movie Recaps. Today I'm so excited to tell you about this amazing action, adventure, and comedy movie called Love and Monsters. Okay, let's start it. The chemical fallout from the explosion of an asteroid heading for Earth causes all cold-blooded creatures such as frogs and snails to evolve into enormous violent monsters. During the fare-filled evacuation, Joel Dawson is hanging out with his girlfriend Amy. The disaster gets separated. The young couple's Badger promises to find her. Unfortunately, his parents' car is crushed by monsters. Leg in front of him, Joe, now 24, has been living in one of the many subterranean bunkers known as colonies for 7 years. He is one of only a few survivors who are still single and have not romantically hooked up while fighting monsters and foraging for supplies recently, and he had infiltrated his colony and killed one of the others, causing Job to rethink his life. He decides to embark on a mission to reconnect with his girlfriend so that he does not die alone. Despite their fears about what might happen if they let him leave the safety of their bunker again, the other survivors give him a map and crossbow so that he can attempt this dangerous journey. So Joe starts his journey, but he is attacked by a large toad monster while passing through the suburbs. Fortunately, he is saved by a stray dog, and Joe follows the dog was escaping the monster, and he goes with the dog to bus that the dog's plays when he realized the dog named Boy and have lost his older and lives alone. When Job leaving the bus and Boy want to come with him, Joe get excited to get somebody to travel with him. This canine companion leads Joe on an adventure full of danger and challenges, warning him about poisonous berries and other hazards. Joel narrowly escapes being eaten by worms known as sand gobblers before meeting two survivors, Clyde Dunn and his adopted daughter Minnow. The group makes their way northward in search of cooler weather and greater heights. Fewer monsters means easier survival for them while traveling with these strangers. Job learns fundamental skills like fighting off dangers, detecting food sources, sheltering from bad weather conditions, etc. Finally, Middle demonstrates to Joel that you can always tell if someone's hostile or not just by looking into their eyes. After some journey, Clyde and Joe share a warm farewell, with Clyde insists on Job staying with them. When asked if he can do so, Joe's favorably but emphasizes the need of first finding Amy. Clyde offers Joe a green knot as a memento of his friendship as a part ways and tell him roughly how to use it. Joel and Boy continue their westward adventure. A gigantic centipede monster attacked them on their route. The monster wants to devour Boy first, but Joe remembers how he lost his family and realizes that he hasn't lost Boy in the same manner, so he shoots and kills the creature with his crossbow for rescuing Boy. While traveling, Joel decides to stop at an abandoned hotel where they meet a wounded robot named Maid. His job is so surprised and very happy for meeting Mavis powers Joel's radio long enough to contact Amy, where he learns that fresh survivors have arrived and our colony and promises to escort them away to safety. Joel spends an amazing night with Maid is because Maidus opens a song for him and show his parents' picture by tracking them. The next day, a queen sand garbler attacks Joel and Boy. They run and hide from it, but Boy barks because he loses his owner cause. Then the monster reveals their location, come to attack them. Joel uses the granada I gave him to kill the queen with shelter Boy for putting them in danger. That made prompt Boy to flee. Joel is coated in venomous leeches during escaping the bomb and a monster by swimming across a river, and begins to hallucinate as a result of their venom. Before being rescued, he consumed some leaves as an antidote. After faded, Joe awaken Sissy Amy for the first time after the disaster. She is the leader of a beach colony of elderly survivors who all rely on her. Joe meets the new survivors led by Cap, a former Royal Australian Navy sailor who has acquired an old yacht. As everyone prepares to leave, Amy admits that she is glad to see Joe, but she has no romantic interest in him because she is still grieving the death of someone close to her. Joel is broken because the time he wastes and sacrifice himself is all for this, but he understands her and decides to return to his colony and contact them over the radio, learning that the situation has deteriorated and that they too must leave soon. He panicked and want to leave soon. Captives Joel some toxic berries to poison him, which he identifies by remembering Boy warned him On those toxic berries, realizing Cap is not to be trusted, goes to alert Amy, but he knocked out by the Cap guys. Joe, Amy, and the rest of her colony have been imprisoned on the beach. Cap confesses that he and his crew are pirates to invade colonies in search of food and fuel. He summons a crab monster equipped with a rudimentary electric collar to devour the colonists. Joe and Amy break free and attempt to stop the Cap. At that point, Boy reappears and barks at the monster to protect Joel and shrugs Boy to help Amy while she is battling one of Cap's crew, and Amy snatches a hand cannon from one of the pirates and hands it to Joel. Joel is ready to kill the crab when he realizes, as Minnow tell him, that not all the monster is not aggressive, and he can know that by looking to their eyes. Therefore, he uses the cannon to shatter the collar to free the monster. Then the crab lead Joel and go to wreck the yacht, consuming Cap and the pirates. Finally, after surviving the monster and Cap's trap, Joe advises Amy and her colony to travel north. Joel and Amy have a romantic farewell kids, and Amy pledges to find him. Joe offers her a book containing all of his survival information before his journey to return to his colony. Then he made it to the colony with Boy, and after 7 days his friends so surprised and excited to see him again alive, then he convinced them to leave the colony and flee for the mountains. Joe broadcasts a message to the other colonies relaying his experiences so that they too will be prepared to leave their colonies and head to North. Clyde and May, who are already in the mountains, wonder if Job will survive the next voyage as everyone goes north.